Lei mangia la mela. She eats the apple. Well, I should probably learn it, right? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Going Pro with me, Dan, aka D-Boy Plays. Now, last time we saw each other, we had just played our doubleheader against AC Milan and Juventus, and we lost both those games. Not very good results for us, let's be honest, but it didn't get much better. Quite glad you didn't have to put up with October, because we lost 2 games, drew 2 games. I mean, the 2 draws, I'm happy with the 2 draws. They were well fought out, but the 1-0 loss to Napoli was really, really unfair. I felt like we should have got something out of that match. But then the last game we played, which was against Brescia, we beat them 3-0. And who'd have thought, Salcedo's finally figured out what he's supposed to do with the ball in the goal. So I'm happy that he's found his shooting boots. And I've brought you back today. As mentioned, we're going to be playing our games against Lecce, and then I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and then we're going to take on Hellas Verona. I feel like this I'm hoping you get to see us win in Serie A, because it's not been great for you, has it, yet so far? It's not been great for me either. Look at that stinky form. That's absolutely awful. But yeah, we're going to jump into the Lecce game. I feel like we should win. They came up with us. They're currently in 10th. I don't know what run they've had so far. If we have a little look at their schedule. Okay, so they've played similar-ish teams. They've beaten Salernitana, they've beaten Verona, they've beaten Fiorentina, and they've beaten Atalanta. They managed to draw with Juventus, though. Okay, they're going to be a real pain today, aren't they? Cool, let's get into this match. Okay, into our match against Lecce. We have tweaked the formation a little bit since before. So obviously, previously we had 2 cams. I did try pushing them out wide, going for wingers. That didn't help us out. But the last game we went with 2 strikers and 1 cam, and it worked. And we did this against Napoli as well, and it seemed to give them a little bit of a test. I'm hoping we'll do all right with it. I'm choosing to play McQuant and Salcedo up front, because Comey just can't score at the moment, so I don't really want him in and around the first team too much. Not starting, at least. We'll obviously bring him on if one of those 2 is being absolutely terrible. Defence, pretty similar. We've got Mbaye, Parola and Macchioni at the back. Rizzo's still in goal, obviously. Zé Carlos, Diambo and Holm taking our DM spots with St. Luce at left back. I told you that all in a very weird way, but that's who we're starting with. Palumbo is out suspended. Not for a red card this time, luckily. He just accumulated too many yellows, which still is a bit of an issue, but it's something to deal with at some point. Hopefully we don't have too many suspensions. Diambo and Mbaye are both on them. But missing Palumbo. Palumbo is a good player for us. Hopefully we don't have too bad a game against Lecce. We're at home as well, so I feel like we've got a bit of a chance. We just got to be optimistic. I mean, again, so far, our time in Serie A has been as expected. It's been completely as expected. I wouldn't expect us to be winning more games. I'd like to think, like I said before, that we do okay against the not top 6 teams, maybe the top 7 or 8, maybe, or 9 or 10. But I feel like, sort of, your mid-table to bottom tier teams of the Serie A, I feel like we should do okay against. Basically, looking at that league, I feel like everybody below 10th we should stand a chance against. So let's see how we get on. Let's see how we do. There's not really been any massive changes to the club either in any other way. We have just picked up a French guy as a DM. I will show you him a bit later on, but I can't register him. So there's no point singing his praises or talking about him, because I can't use him. Can't use him until the January transfer window, which I didn't realise. But fine. Whatever. We're not going to have him for a few months. But he can train with the team, get used to playing, and then ready to go. Right, Diambo brings the ball forward, plays it into Salcedo. Chose not to follow the ball for some reason. And Kotzer clears. Good tackle again from Diambo. Zé Carlos into Della Morte. Salcedo! Come on! 1-0 up. What a goal. He's finally starting to become the striker I hoped he was going to be. He's actually just scoring goals for fun, which is nice to see. A little bit of a calamity at the back for Lecce there. They've been, credit to them, they've done very well so far. in the league. That was an outsider boot as well from Salcedo. They've been doing pretty well so far, but you know, you come to our place, expect trouble. And now that I've said it, they're probably going to score a goal against us anyway. Our goal difference is really bad as well. I know I'm singing Salcedo's praises because he's just started scoring goals. Could do with him maybe doing it a few more times. Help us out a little bit. Holm with the ball on the edge of the box after a failed corner. What's he going to do? Plays it over to Parola. Della Morte. Unlucky. Good effort. But yeah, I am optimistic about this first season in Serie A. I mean, we're currently 12 games in, 15 points. I want more, you know, I want to get at least a point a game. I feel like that's enough to stay up here. It's a bit like the Prem, I guess. You know, you get that sort of 38, 40 points and you're safe. So that's our target this season. If we can get that, I'm happy. If we don't get that, then we've got to really, really work hard to try and not get relegated. Della Morte is looking absolutely knackered. I'm guessing, yeah, he's been injured. Oh, good. Zay Carlos is injured as well. Let's bring on Coley. Coley's been a bit of a nuisance, really, because he wants a new contract, but I don't have the money for him, basically. You know, the same story as always. We don't have the money. Let's bring on Calvano for Zay Carlos. We've moved Holm a bit further forward. Manquant's having a bit of a quiet game. Might take him off a bit later on for Comey. It's a real shame, really, Jean-Mario Comey's not performing for us in the Serie A. I appreciate if you look at his star rating and, you know, the scouts review of him and whatnot, they say he is currently a Serie C player, I believe. I don't even think they think he's good enough for Serie B. Which is, like I say, it is a bit of a shame. I would have liked for him to at least had a good running with us, a good first season with us, and hopefully, you know, a good first season in Serie A, I should say, and you know, give it, you know, help the team progress, and then, you know, at the end of that season, it's like, okay, cool, we'll call it quits there. But I don't think he's going to come good for us at all this year. I think I'm going to take off Macchioni as well. We'll bring on... I don't want to bring on Butera because he's just had food poisoning. Fun fact for you all. He's just had food poisoning, so I don't really want to bring him on just yet. Just in case he throws up everywhere. Which we don't need to see. None of you need to see. I don't want to see it. Let's just move on. Yeah, cool. We'll bring on Camigliano. Fine. 20 odd minutes left. Just hang on. Also, Okriashvili, I should mention, I'm only remembering this just because it's coming up there, but he's basically training absolutely horrendously. We've had a bit of a falling out because I keep telling him to improve his training, and he keeps saying it's good enough, even though he's putting in like a 5.3, 5.4 each week. So I've transfer listed him, and I'm not playing him, basically. So we may be getting rid of Okriashvili, which saves me the hassle of having to try and say his name, because clearly I don't know how to pronounce it. Calvano into Holm, threads it in. Salcedo, it was offside. He was offside. Fine. Oh, Diambo, good save from Sportiello. Last minute corner, chance of a second goal for us. Probably not. It'll probably get cleared and then that'll be it. But I wouldn't mind a goal. They're not even going to take it. Brilliant. Fine. Well, there you go. There's another one of our classic Pro Vercelli 1-0 wins. Incredibly Italian result, I feel. But there we go. I'm happy with it. You know, it's 3 points. And, yeah, not bad work. I'm going to fast forward through this international gap that we've got now, and I will see you in the Hellas Verona game. But well done, boys. Good win. Okay, here we go into the Hellas Verona game. That took a long time to sim to this one. Interestingly, this is my 100th match in charge of Pro Vercelli. So that's fallen quite nicely. It also happens to be on my, what would be my birthday, but in the year 2024. So 100th game on my birthday. Let's try and win, because then that's a lovely way to cap off the century. We'll take off both of those things. They're saying Salcedo and Comey as strikers. Oh, no, I'm going to leave on my quant. No massive changes again. I mean, centre. I'm basically just been rotating the centre backs quite a bit. So we've got Parola, Butera, and Macchioni. In at the back, also mainly because the suspensions. Beso is out. Rui's out with an injury. Diambo's out with a suspension. Zé Carlos has got a bit of a knock. I mean, I could arguably stick him on the bench and use him worst comes to worst, but I'd rather not. So Calvano's jumping into midfield with Palumbo. Everything else is exactly the same as before, though. Let's get into this 100th match in charge of Pro Vercelli. Also been doing this tactic with the attacking mentality. It actually works really nicely. Even though the board don't expect us to play attacking at the moment, it actually works really nicely for some reason. And once again, I feel like that's one of those moments where I've said something, the game's going to hurt it, and we're going to get absolutely hammered now. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. Right, here we go. Hellas Verona, we're at their stadium. We're playing very similar formations. They're actually playing what this formation started off as with the two centre attacking mids. So hopefully they haven't worked out how to make it work, because I sure as hell don't know how to make it work. And a win here actually could see us jump, depending on the goals, could see us jump up a few places. Maybe up to 11th, I think that was. Was it 11th? Oh, we're already up to 10th. Yeah, we could go up to 9th here. If results go the way it would be nice they did, you know, if we won 5-0, we could go up to 9th there. I don't think we will, though. Let's chuck a bit of encouragement at the boys. They usually like a bit of encouragement, although they haven't really responded to that one. Let's try again. There we go. There we go. Responded a little bit more to the encouragement. Palumbo's already looking pretty knackered, which he shouldn't be, really. Anything want to happen? Coley's on a 6.3. He's not playing well, even though we've just given him at 6.2 now. We've just given him a brand new contract. Fun. What a first half. Well done, everyone. At least we're not losing. He speaks. And it happens. Good. Thanks, game. Love that you listen to me when I don't want you to. Fine. 1-0 to Hellas Verona. every time. I feel like every time if anything, I'm nothing but consistent. Every time I say something's not going to happen or something should happen, the opposite happens. Oh dear. Well, Coley is having an absolute shocker. It's on a 6.1 now. 6.1. I've got to bring you on, Zé Carlos. I've got no one else who can play there. Hopefully it won't be too bad. What did he have? What injury did he have? Go check out his injury. A damaged foot. You'll be all right, mate. It's only a foot. You don't need that one. You'll be all right. We'll take off Manquon. Bring on Comey. Sure, why not? Let's give him a little run around. That's all I'll do. Hopefully the rest of them can turn it round. I'd rather not lose, if I'm honest with you, boys. That'd be nice not to. Zé Carlos with the throw. Finds Calvano. Back with Zé Carlos. Calvano again. Palumbo. Back to Macchioni. Moving it around. Holding on to the ball. Not looking terrible. That's it. Played forward. Salcedo. He goes wide. St. Luce into Parola. What's he going to do? Can't quite get his through ball through. Farione plays it forward. But Hellas Verona can't hang on to it. Zé Carlos now. Back with Macchioni. Butera. Forward with Calvano. Back to Butera again. Palumbo. Through the middle. Finds Salcedo. Plays it wide. Lovely ball out to St. Luce. Can he get his cross in? Salcedo to Palumbo. One more. All the way over to Zé Carlos. Sends it over. Sends it over. Unlucky. Not terrible. Not great, though. I mean, again, a little bit of encouragement maybe on the boys, as well as some subs. Where do you make your change? I mean, Butera's not done great. I'll bring on Massey. Club captain and all. Should really play him a little bit more. I'm going to bring on Della Morte for Holm as well. Not that Holm's having a bad game, but I'd rather just bring on some fresh legs up front. Comey can't run, so someone's got to. Hopefully Della Morte can do some sprinting for him. Farione throws it to Capari. Good tackle from St. Luce. Palumbo now. Into the middle. Salcedo. He's dropped quite deep, but he's going on a bit of a run here. Great ball to Comey. Comey gets tackled. And Hellas Verona start the counter. Great ball forward from Rizzo. Does he find a teammate? No, he doesn't. But Comey gets the tackle in. Over the top with Salcedo. Can he get the finish away? Sends it wide. Looked like he hit that with the outside of his boot then. Zé Carlos. Comey now. Calvano in the middle. Plays it over. I think Salcedo's offside there. Yeah, he is. Gotta be careful of that offside trap, boys. Keep getting done by it. Parola, the defence aren't having a good time. And midfield look absolutely exhausted. Verde crosses it in. Cleared by Macchioni. Is Delamorte going to chase onto it? Calidio into Tameze. Doig. Cabal doing some lovely spins. Palumbo now with the ball. Calvano forward to Zé Carlos. What's he going to do with it? Is he going on an adventure? Not quite. Plays it wide. St. Luce into Palumbo. Back out wide. Great use of the space. Great ball forward. Salcedo! What a save from Montepo. Montepo? I don't know how to say his name. The catchphrase of this this save. I don't know how to say his name. We're going to get anything? We're going to get anything out of this game? I don't think we are. Dying minutes. Good. We won one. We lost one. Both of the scores 1-0. Fine. I mean, we were away. I'm gonna take it easy. They were away. It's not their fault. They did the best they could. We're 12th. I'm happy with 12th at this point. Oh God, another loss. My Quants, yeah, you've not been good in front of goal. I need you to start scoring some goals. D-Boy has birthdays to forget. There you go. Terrible birthday. Terrible 100th match in charge. I guess we're just going to have to get used to those results. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to play again. I'm going to do a little bit of the season forward. I might bring you back. Tell you what we'll do. We'll bring you back for the Fiorentina and Lazio games. That would be nice because we've played. This season. I think I want to show you some of the big boy games as well as anybody that came up with us. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more of the season and then we will come back just in time to watch us play against Fiorentina and Lazio. That's all from me today, though. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, please make sure you like the video. And if you've enjoyed the content as well, please subscribe to the channel. Other than that, though, look after yourselves. I will see you in the next episode of Going Pro. Ciao, Bella.